So I also need to double check because last week when I did this, it did not forward through my slides. So I'm just gonna bear with me tonight as I double check in a few different areas. I want to make sure you can see all my slides as I go forward with this, because last week we did not forward through the slides. So welcome everyone. My name is Rachel Garcia. I'm coming to you live from Jacksonville Beach, Florida, where I live with my husband and one of my boys. I have a 16-year-old and a 19-year-old. My 19-year-old goes to school at Clemson, and he's home for spring break right now. He's actually in the other room with his friend who's visiting with him. And I'm going to be walking you through some information that somebody shared with you tonight. I probably know them personally, and maybe I've been in their home, maybe they've been in my home, and I'm going to be giving you some information tonight about this company called Pure. So this is where it's going to get a little tricky. So, I think this should work. Let's see. Zoom has changed the way that they're sharing things lately. So we're going to see if it actually works, and you can see my screen and if I click through it. So let's give it a shot. All right, so this company that we are sharing with you today is called Pure. Pure stands for People United Reaching Everyone, and it's not sharing my slides. So we're going to try something else. Thank you for bearing with me. You guys, last week we did this and everybody was like, it's not sharing your full slide. So let me try something. See if this works. Can you see this? Just the screen? Yes, okay. I started sharing about Pure in 2008 because my nephew Bo was diagnosed with autism, and I, as a physician assistant who had a master's degree in clinical medical sciences and had spent $100,000 in 8.5 years on my education, began to research autism for the first time in my medical career and wanted to know, why would he never speak? Why would he never have more than the mind of a 3-year-old? And began to understand the extreme importance of nutrition. And I was trying to do that on my own. Now, someone who has lots of time on their hand and decides to go do the research on their own, maybe they can do it. Although I have a master's degree in clinical medical sciences, was seeing 60 to 70 patients a day. I was in the office by 7. I didn't leave till 7. My husband and I opened 2 additional businesses in 2008. We opened a skincare retail store with a brick and mortar location and employees, and we opened a construction company. And so I had no time, but I was trying to do the nutrition thing on my own. Failing miserably. And my brothers called me and said, hey, take a look at this company. And at first I was like, I don't have time to look at anything else. And they said, we want your opinion on the nutrition side of it. So I agreed to take a look at that. And immediately I heard things like, you have to cleanse your body of the toxins. You have to balance out your pH. You have to pour plant-based nutrition into your body. And I'm like, this is truth. Who are these people? Where did they come from? Then I learned they'd been using this cleanse, balance, build philosophy in a clinical practice with patients for 30 years. 30 years is a long time, y'all. Like, I cannot out-research 30 years. Give it to me. I want everything that they've got. I compared a few of the things, like their multivitamin and their omega-3s, to what I was already using, and I'm like, what they have is better. I'm in. I don't have to go to the health food store and argue with the 18-year-old working behind the counter. I don't have to do my juicing thing. I'm in. Give it to me. And that's why because of my sweet nephew with the red hairs autism, I was open to taking a look, right? And I said, I want the family package. I don't just want what's for me. I want what's for my whole family. And I jumped all in. And this was, by the way, this was healthy Rachel. I had just finished spending $3,000 with a personal trainer. In 3 months, I'd lost 3 pounds. I just figured, like, oh gosh, I guess I'm going to be a big girl. I can't lose the weight after my second baby. And so my 3-year-old sitting in the stroller there struggled with pooping. We were struggling with health, but I was spending a lot of money on supplementation, and I'd done all the research. I was just having a hard time figuring it out. 3 months after starting with this company, I lost 32 pounds and dropped to a size 8. It was pretty dramatic. My husband also dropped a tremendous amount of weight, but more importantly, what was going on internally. My husband and I had been married 10 years at the time. We got married in 98. So in 2008, it was tumultuous, to say the least. He would come, when I came home at night, I didn't know if I was going to see the Incredible Hulk or would he be crying in the garage. It was depression, anger. I refused to put him on medications because Well, I'm a prescriber. I knew what that road looks like. It's one little pill and then double the dose and then triple the dose. And then you need sleeping meds and then you need anxiety meds and then you need to quadruple the dose because the original dose is no longer working. I know that path. So when 6 weeks in on this regimen, we no longer had these crazy highs and lows. I was paying attention. I wasn't willing to tell anybody yet, but I was paying attention. It wasn't until this guy who just graduated from high school, the same high school that I graduated from with all A's and B's. It wasn't until he came in 3 months later to my house speaking in full sentences. He had severe autism. We were told he would never speak, and suddenly he was verbal. That I was like, what is this? What is this? And why is it working so well? I dug in, kind of partnered with a pediatrician friend of mine who'd been in practice 35 years. We did kind of a small clinical grassroots study with more than just my nephew. And the results were pretty similar across the board. And that was when I said, I have to tell people. Like, I have an ethical obligation to tell people. That was 15 years ago. I let my medical license go in 2019 because I found a better way to help people. I don't know who invited you here tonight. I don't know why you're here. I don't know what it is you're supposed to hear. So I'm going to throw a bunch of information at you in the next 15 minutes. And maybe it's for you and maybe it's not. But I'm a messenger. I'm delivering this amazing information because maybe it'll change your life. What is it? It's a combination of things that can either radically change your health. So if you're struggling with your health and you're looking for changes in your health, maybe that's why you're here tonight. Or maybe someone that's very close to you, like my nephew was, is struggling with their health. Maybe you're struggling financially. We don't walk around with signs that say, I haven't pooped in 7 days. My child is suicidal. I need $500 extra a month to make a car payment. We don't tell people these things. Maybe that's why you're here tonight. We're different from other companies because one, we are for everybody. Everybody with a body at some point goes looking for the answers to what they're struggling with. And as the baby boomer generation ages, we're watching our parents struggle with things, recognizing that it's part of our genetic pipeline. And I'm here to tell you right now, if you don't get the toxins out and start taking care of this one irreplaceable asset that God gave you, you're going to be struggling faster at an earlier age than they're struggling because of your lack of movement, the toxins we're consuming, all the acid in our food, and the lack of nutrition. We can fix that, by the way. 30 seconds in the morning, I can fix that for you. So keep listening. We're for everybody. Everybody with a body at some point recognizes what we have is important. It's a consumable product. It's not like my friend who sold leggings. It's not like my friend who sold juicers or my friend who sold water filters. How many of those can you sell? People buy them one time. You're looking for a business. Remember, I was looking for a business in 2008. It's why I opened a skincare store. It's why we opened a construction company. We were looking for a business that would give us passive income, income that came in while we slept, income that came in while we vacationed, income that would allow us to have more freedom in our lives. You want a business that's for 100% of the population, that's a consumable product. And the third most important thing is something that they will repeat purchase over and over and over again. See, we found that when 100 people purchase our 30-day servicing package, 93 of them repeat purchase unsolicited. They come knocking. Oh my gosh, I've run out. I need more. How do I buy it? How do I get it? See, that is a good business model. We're a 15-year-old company. We're completely debt-free. I was talking to somebody today who said, I haven't been paid. I was supposed to be paid last Friday. We pay every single Saturday. I've been working this business for 15 years. I used to have a commission-based structure. The dermatologist I worked for did not pay me monthly. I would have to beg and plead, oh, when am I going to get my check? Every single Saturday, we get checks. You do the work, you get paid. And less than 100,000 people even know we exist. The business model is touted by some of the most successful billionaires in the world as a brilliant business model. See, it's hard to find a good company. Most of them don't make it past 5 years. When I say most of them, 2% make it past the 5-year mark. We're one of those companies that made it past the first unstable years. Most of them are all about hype, or all about trips, or all about cars. They're all about what you can get out of it, not about helping other people. Phil Knight, the founder of the largest shoe company in the world, big swoosh symbol on it, is one of our investors. We're not going anywhere. We are for the future because we're something for everybody. And it's touted as one of the best business models to get started in by some of the most brilliant minds of our time. Robert Kiyosaki is another one who says this business model is something to get invested in. Do you make money while you sleep? How many streams of income do you have coming into your house? See, anybody who has wisdom knows, especially after COVID, it's wise to have multiple streams of income coming into your house. How many do you have? How much money will it cost you? How much time will it cost you to start another stream of income? I teach you how to make $1,000 a month locked in within 3 months of getting started, which is 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week of work. Can you do that? Now, that part's not for everybody. Many people are attracted to what attracted me. In a healthcare practice for 30 years, they had such a huge waiting list, 3 years worth of people waiting to get in, that they said, we're not just going to put it on a shelf. We're not going to pay a marketing company. We're going to just spread it by word of mouth, because that's how information travels best. So that's how it started. And I was just very blessed to hear about it from somebody that I trusted. And now, after 15 years of sharing this message, 20 years I practice medicine, I believe that the majority of the health issues we face are the result of these 3 things I'm going to walk you through right now. So what are you struggling with? What are your parents struggling with? What did your grandparents struggle with? What's in your pipeline, your genetic pipeline? Is it Parkinson's? Is it Alzheimer's? Is it heart disease? Is it depression? Is it anxiety? Is it suicidal ideations? Is it eczema? Is it allergies? Is it skin conditions? Is it heart conditions? What is it? Migraines, neurological issues. See, they're all, in my opinion, related to these 3 things. We're toxic. We're drinking out of plastic water bottles. We're eating off of food that has been sprayed by guys wearing hazmat suits. Cancer rates are skyrocketing. We're acidic. We're consuming too much meat, too much dairy, too much sugars, too much coffee. And our bodies are living in this state of inflammation. Read the book, The China Study. Read the book, The Truth About Cancer, and you will understand why we're living in this place where writing prescriptions is normal. You're sick, you have stomach pain, you have some arm pain, you went in for a servicing, they did some scans, they drew your blood, they wrote you some prescriptions. That's not a servicing, friends. That's a Band-Aid in the form of prescriptions. We're out of balance. We don't sleep enough. We don't exercise enough, and we're extremely acidic. We're not getting the food that we need. Packaged, pasteurized, processed foods is the norm. We're not eating what our grandparents ate, and the studies are showing it. Here's the bad news, your kids. Just think for a moment about your kids. Maybe you have grandkids. What are they eating? How much are they exercising? How much are they moving? The studies are showing more than half of them are deficient. And so the more educated you are, the larger your supplementation cabinet is, because you know what I'm saying is truth. So you're like an internet warrior looking up the best form of zinc or vitamin D or selenium or whatever fights COVID, right? You're buying it. You try it for a couple days. You don't travel with it. That would be because you can't tell when you take it and you can't tell when you don't. If you have a huge supplement cabinet and you're not taking it consistently because you can't tell the difference, you need to switch. We have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you go to Whole Foods and buy vitamin C, there's no guarantee. You don't like it because it gives you heartburn? Sorry, you don't get your money back. And you can't eat your way out of this situation. We've known for over a decade. Multiple studies in the 2010 era came out saying you'd have to eat approximately 8 oranges, 80 cups of spinach, 99 ears of corn, and 2 cups of wheat to get the same nutrition our grandparents got from one of each of those. So we're starving. We're walking around starving. We're putting Doritos and Oreos and Lunchables and gummy bears, trying to fill this void that our cells, our trillions of cells, are screaming out for plant-based nutrition. Well, I'm going to give it to you. 30 seconds in the morning. The answer is you have to cleanse the toxins out. It's like taking your car in for an oil change. Right? Every 10,000 miles, the lights are going off because your car is not going to make it 200,000 miles if you don't get the old junk out and put new junk in. But most of us have multiple cars throughout our life. We have multiple houses, right? Multiple washing machines, but we change the filters. We take care of those things. If your car has brake issues or tire issues and you have to drop $2,000, you do it. This shows you that it's sick, that it's struggling. You're having a hard time losing weight. You're having a hard time sleeping. Your hair's falling out. You have migraines every week. You have some jaw pain. You have skin issues. Your nails are brittle. You can't figure it out. It's telling you. It's like those lights on your car. Help, help, help. But we just drag our body behind us like it's fine. Listen, how you take care of yourself right now will determine how you live the last 15 years of your life. You are either going to be nutritionally deficient and toxic and making up for it at the hospital, or you have no money in your bank account. And I can assure you, having two parents going through those last phases of their life, how much money you have in your bank account matters your last 15 years. I'm going to give you the answers to these two things right now. Cleanse, Balance, Build is the three-tiered philosophy of this company. We have a wellness advisory panel made up of medical doctors who recommend these products in their office over prescriptions. Many of our products are in the physician's desk reference, and this is our 30-day servicing. I want you to think about treating your body for a servicing once a year. Just like you take your car in for an oil change or the roof or the air conditioning in your house, you need to do a servicing on your one irreplaceable asset. These are the 7 products that cleanse the toxins out of the 7 channels you eliminate. Your lungs, your liver, your skin, your lymphatic system, kidneys, blood, and intestines have to be cleansed out. We're consuming things our grandparents never even knew would exist. Plastics that we're putting our food in, the Ziploc containers, plastic bags, the saran wrap on top of your food that you stuck in the microwave. It has to be cleansed out. And then we pour the plant-based nutrition in from multiple different countries. High quality, high concentrated, third-party verified nutrition. The best that you will find anywhere. And we back that up with the 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you are over 40, if you are walking around popping pills because of your reflux, because of your pain, because you can't sleep, because of your allergies, you need to start on the Core Complete, made up of these superfruits that have been used for thousands of years in the areas where they're grown and 3 to 4 decades here in the U.S. with clinical studies published on them. These are the 6 things people feel within 30 days of starting. Better sleep. I notice that in days. More energy. I notice that in days. Less pain. I can tell when I don't take my products. It's very obvious for me. I'm now 48 years old. It's clear. Hand pain, hip pain. I work out 2 hours a day. I can tell when I don't take my products every day. Better bowel habits. Whether you go too much or too little, it's a serious issue in our country. Better mood. By the way, you don't know that you're in a bad mood. When my husband was suicidal or screaming like the Incredible Hulk, he doesn't know he's in a bad mood. It affects me. My children are now 16 and 19. They've never seen their dad the way I did the first 10 years of our marriage. Whose life did that change? It changed the way my boys think about their dad forever. Worth it. And weight loss. If you don't need to lose weight, you don't lose weight. But if you need to lose weight, you lose weight. Slowly but surely, your body starts to get what it needs, so you're not starving all the time anymore. 30-day satisfaction guarantee. I'm not here because of these 6 things. I'm here because of what happens on month 3 and month 4. I'm here because of the lab results. It's why all those doctors on the wellness advisory panel are here. They've seen what happens to your eyes, the pictures of your eyes after 3 months, the pictures of your vessels, your blood pressure results, your cholesterol results. It gives your body what it needs to work the way it's made to work. Give it to me. People ask all the time, how do we take it? It seems too complicated. It's not complicated. My kids have been taking it since they were babies. You either do shots or you do smoothies. We show you how to do the smoothie. We show you how to do the shots. You can do either one. They now educated on it. My boys are both bodybuilders. They're 16 and 19 years old, and they're asked everywhere they go, how do you look the way that you look? How do you perform the way you perform? This is the smoothie that most of us make every single morning. You can go right now to purelifechangers.com and see loads of information, real stories, how to make the smoothies, the doctors educating on the products. And this is the AM and PM regimen. When you get started with the Core Plus, we text you this. This is how you use it. We have a transformation challenge going on. If you are like, I know I drink too much alcohol, I know I eat too much, I need to do more, and you want to do our metabolic reset, we have a transformation challenge going on right now. These are people who radically changed their health. We teach you how to eat properly. We teach you how to cut the alcohol and the sugar out and not feel deprived. And so we have loads and loads of people's results before and after. If you're a bodybuilder, if you're an athlete, you are going to love what we have to offer for you. We have a skincare regimen straight from Korea. We have a sports line that's safe for kids and Olympic athletes. We have an immune boosting seasonal line that is phenomenal. We have a detox reset program. Of course, we have the Core Plus and the Core Complete, the 30-day servicing that I believe everyone should start on. Don't just pick 1 or 2 products. Go all in, guys. The most you can spend here is $10 a day for 30 days. to get your body reset for 30 days. And then, of course, we have a supplemental line for kids. See, I didn't start just for me. I wanted it for my whole family. I knew all of us needed to be serviced because I saw my nephew. I saw what happened with this diagnosis of autism, and I'm like, we all need to cleanse. We all need to pour nutrition in. Because if you hide from it for long enough, it's going to hit you sooner or later. And I don't want to be surprised with things. Let's cleanse, balance, and build today. We have a coffee line that was just results that has mushrooms in it. Tastes like gourmet coffee, better than Starbucks for less than $1 a day. It's amazing. We have this testimony page. Ask your friend who invited you to add you to this page. You can use it for a number of things, but there's a little magnifying glass in the top right-hand corner. Use it. Type in migraines, eczema, cholesterol, blood pressure. In this example, I type in ADHD. Hundreds of testimonies of people who've had results with themselves, with their children, what they took, what the results were, what the teacher said. Utilize this site. I know you don't know me, but go back and ask the person who invited you, what is your story? Why are you here? See, when I started, I wanted everybody to have a membership with Pure. Pure is like Amazon or Costco. There's no membership fee. There's no obligation to ever purchase again, right? So you get 25% off just by giving the company your email address and your friend's name, and you get 25% off. It's a huge, awesome membership club. And usually when I present, most people just wanted health products, and that's great. I kept running into this problem, which is people would say, I can't afford $289 to service my one irreplaceable asset. What's the one thing I can purchase? And I'm like, dude, you got a problem. You can't afford $289. We have a problem. And if it's not Pure, that's fine. But I hope you find something that will allow you to have income that allows you to purchase something you want to purchase. Right? So my new goal is to help people realize you don't have to be broke. I teach people 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week to invite people to watch a presentation like this. We teach you how to invite. We teach you exactly what to say. You don't have to become a presenter. You don't have to know what's in the mangosteen. You don't have to know what our cleansing products are. Just invite people to take a look. Because guys, your friends are hurting. They're struggling with health issues. They're struggling with their bank accounts. They're struggling with their lack of time. And we've got a better way. And we teach you how to invite them to take a look at this. It is the future. E-commerce, digital marketing, we teach you. You don't have to be a big social media person. You have people in your life. Hey, Beth, I found something amazing. If I send you a video, will you watch? We have a whole landing pages, webinars that we're doing consistently. You just have to get a little uncomfortable and say, I've got something. If I invite you to take a look, will you? Those of you who are watching just want to be customers, go to livepure.com. Throw in what you want. The Core Plus, 30-day servicing. The Core Complete, got those 4 superfruits. I started with the family package because I wanted everything. I wanted the skincare. I wanted the sports line. I wanted enough for my whole family. I wanted all of them to do the 30-day servicing. The family pack and the wellness pack are 2 phenomenal packages to get started with. There's about $1,500 worth of free products in those packages, plus free shipping. All right. I had no intention of telling anybody about this. So for those of you who just want to be customers, when you throw that into your pack, livepure.com, throw what you want into the cart, go check out, type in the name of the person who invited you, just check out as a customer. No obligation to ever purchase again, 93% chance you will. For those of you who are watching and say, I'm sick of you, I trust the person who invited me. Maybe the person who invited you lives in New York. Maybe it's Jessica and Tim. And I'm telling you, there's less than 100 people in the entire state of New York who know that this exists. Maybe Bree and Nathan invited you to take a look. And they're over in Ohio, where less than 500 people even know we exist. You have the opportunity to join something that's proven. It's been around 15 years. It's not going anywhere. And start to invite people to take a look. It's $49 to be a brand partner. If you choose one of our business packages, that is waived. We have a training site. We teach you 3 steps as soon as you get started. Watch a video, join a newsletter, schedule your launch. We teach you how to do this in 30 minutes a day. If you're looking to create additional income, you found the right place. You have customized landing pages by joining us that you get to lock into and become a part of and utilize as you share with other people. We have leadership retreats for those people who choose to be VIPs on our team. The most you can spend here is $2,500. That's the most you can spend. It's actually getting about $4,000 worth of products. But here's the most important part. You're starting a business for $2,500 that you get to write off. If you walk through Whole Foods with $4,000 worth of products in your cart, you look a little crazy. Starting a business for $2,500? Put a feather in your hat. That's pretty brilliant. My CPA told me this is the best business you've probably ever started. And you can write the whole thing off. You're writing off your family's health. This couple made $7,200 their first weeks. By first 2 weeks. By the third week, they'd made $15,000. They've already earned a cruise with the company, and they're well on their way to earning our next trip to Switzerland. This couple joined because Skip did work with Phil Knight. I already told you, he's the founder of the largest shoe company in the world, the 34th wealthiest man in the world. And Skip had done work with him before and said, I'm in. 9 weeks later, they'd made $30,000 with part-time effort. They invited their friend Cozy through a phone call. Hey, Cozy, we know you just lost your husband. We know you're raising the 4 kids by yourself. If you take a look, this might change your life. She made 12 weeks, $32,000. And this couple sat down on a Sunday afternoon, called 50 people and asked them to take a look. 6 months later, had made $102,000. Does everybody do that? No. Most people don't call 100 people, 50 people. Most people don't do the 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, but this couple did, and they made $30,000 in 5 weeks, paid off all their debt, started using their pure income to purchase real estate. They now have 12 passive income real estate properties from their pure income. There's 2 ways to do this. Many people build a customer base. Think of it like you're a vending machine. I've multiple times in the OR thought, gosh, if I put vending machines on the side of I-10 and people just purchase Pepsis, Oreos, Cheetos every day, I'd make a little bit of money every time they ordered, every time they purchased. Well, now I'm selling life instead of death, and I make money every time somebody orders from my site. I post on social media, which is not how I built my business, but I'm starting to tinker with that. But eventually what happens is if you start to accrue customers, 20 customers ordering 3 products a month, will pay you $1,000 a month from the company. They're like, thank you so much, Beth, for sharing this with others. And then those customers, sometimes they just consume products, but sometimes they start to tell others. And so I like to attack the elephant in the room. One, oh, it's a pyramid. What do you mean by that, Tara? Well, it means the person at the top makes the most money. You mean like your job? You know, where the doctor makes the most, and then he hires the CFO, and then the doctors he hires, and then the PAs, then the nurses, then the secretaries. Secretaries can never make as much as the doctor. Like that kind of a pyramid? That's the opposite. I make more than the person who told me about Pure and the person who told them and the person who told them because I refuse to quit. I'm consistent. I do this every day, just a little bit every day. What I want you to see is whoever invited you is building 2 teams and only 2 teams. They might have 20 people watching this tonight. 5 might choose to join. In fact, the odds are 30% of everybody who watches joins in some way or another. So if you have 20 people watching, let's say 7 join. 4 are going to go on one leg and 3 are going to go on the other. And the people who get the spots at the top are the first ones who text and say, I'm in. What's the link? Right? Or you could be doing it right now. livepure.com. Throw the family pack in and then choose the person who invited you. Type their name in when it says who is your sponsor. People who join after you, they go on your team. You benefit from anything they order and anybody they tell. Yes, you benefit from people that you may not even know. Timing matters. It's a brilliant compensation plan. It's been consistent and real for 15 years, and it's not going anywhere. So what I want you to see from this is, don't wait a year. Don't be Bethany down here at the bottom. Be Samantha, who says, I'm in. I know I want to share this with others. I'm ready to go. If you just want to consume products, you're probably off already. Don't consider being a brand partner if you have no intention of sharing with others. But there's no cap to what you can make. Literally no cap. No cap. I was capped as a PA, $250,000. That was all I could make. I kept hitting it. They kept saying, oh, I'm sorry, you make too much. You make more than the doctors. It's too much money. We know what's in your contract. We can't pay you that much. Wrong. Let's find another way. $49 to enroll. Military and students are free. If you get started with one of our business packages, your enrollment is free. Your monthly overhead is 3 products a month. If you cannot afford 3 products a month, which is about $125, and your Aunt Betty buys 3 products a month because she likes to poop every day and she's sleeping like a rock with our products, you don't have to order a thing. She covers your monthly overhead for you. That allows you to get paid weekly. Next, place your first order. Order whatever you want. I'm going to say that loudly. Order whatever you want. I don't want people saying, oh, I can't afford the business package. I can't do it. That is a lie you're telling yourself. Start with the Core Plus for $289 if you must. $49 to be a brand partner, and you'll pay your shipping. If you're really, really looking for a business, ready to go all in, join with the VIP packages. They give you a lot of benefits. First of all, $1,500 worth of products for free. Additional bonuses from the company for the next 3 months. You get into my Q&A session. You get into my VIP group where we have special leadership retreats just for you. It's a special thing. you're going to spend the money. You're going to get your family's health on track. You might as well set yourself up to win, right? Sometimes we're even willing to offer a 30-day satisfaction guarantee with the products, and then a 90-day, you make your money back guarantee. Ask about that if you have an interest. If you're so scared that you can't really do this and it's not real, ask about the 90-day, make my money back guarantee. So livepure.com, throw what you want into the cart. Look at the wellness packs, the VIP wellness pack, the VIP family pack. There's a cruise on the table. There's trips. This is a whole over 40 people. We helped earn a trip to Italy 2 years ago. This is over 50. We helped earn a trip to Greece last year. Same hotel George Clooney stayed at 5 days before us. These are not 2-star trips. These are like $30,000 trips per couple. Would you ever spend $30,000 on yourself for a vacation? I wouldn't have before Pure. Yet I've been to Hawaii 5 times, Paris, New Zealand, Australia, Bora Bora, not just with my husband and I, but with other couples who we've helped earn these amazing trips. Switzerland is next. We're going to Switzerland in September. Would you like to go with us? I can promise you if you don't make a change, nothing will change. So thank you so much for joining us. Get back to the person who invited you. Let them know where you're at. Let them know what your thoughts are. You're interested, you're not interested. We're not used car salesmen. We're not going to talk you into it. We're not going to say, oh, you must do it. It's not for you. It's not for you. You already know. Please start thinking about what you're putting into your family's body. Start thinking about your bank account. We can help you. I promise you, we can help you. So I just stopped the recording. I'm on live. There's a lot of you on. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. It's rare to get me live. I'm live Monday nights, typically, as long as I'm in the country. And once in a while, I'm live in person. So do you have any questions? And if you have any, please don't hesitate to ask. It can be about the products. It can be about the business. I'm an open book. I'm happy to answer anything at all. I will tell you, my husband and I just came back from our Airbnb, one of the very big on vision boards and writing down what you want to accomplish, not just like going through. So if you get launched with me, if you start here, we schedule a launch with one of our 6 or 7-figure earners within the first 48 hours of you starting if you want to. You don't have to. We're not adult daycare centers, but if you want to. And really one of the questions I ask is 12 months from now, what would be a success for you? What would you want to be making? Sometimes people say $5,000 a month. Sometimes they say $2,000. Sometimes they say $1,000. Right? And anything is possible. I've seen it all done. And I'm here to help you, walk you through that. I only have an hour a day, Rachel. That's plenty of time. You can do it. You have to use that time wisely. We teach you exactly what to do. You don't have to figure it out. I'm not good at sales is another question people ask. You don't have to be good at sales. You're old enough. You built relationships. You're calling people and saying, hey, I found something amazing. Will you take a look? Let them decide for themselves after watching something like this, if it's for them or not. If it's not, that's okay. They'll watch you. People watched me for years. I mean, people who looked at this 10 years ago are still jumping on board with me all the time, right? Because they see the life that my husband and my boys and I live now, traveling like we never believed we could travel. Free time. Both my boys are on spring break this week. We don't work. We're home. Well, my husband's about to take them night fishing. You don't have to get up tomorrow. We have nothing to do, right? This is it. This is what we do. Can you imagine 10 years from now that you can do whatever you want to do with your time? I always say this business gives you the financial freedom to do the things you're passionate about. Don't live the rest of your life not being passionate, not being excited, not having hope. Thanks so much for joining, guys. God bless. Have a great night. Get back.